Welcome to today's coverage from round 5 of the NXTGEN Racing V8 Supercar Championship. The location for today's race is the Dubai Autodrome in the United Arab Emirates, home of the Hankook Dubai 24-hour race. The track is also part of the Dubai Motor City and is complete with residential developments, parks, schools, restaurants and supermarkets. For today, the drivers will have to forget about the bread and milk as they tackle the 2.68 mile, 11 ton international configuration of the track. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Andy and today we have as live coverage of the latest round of the NXTGEN V8 Supercar League from Dubai Autodrome, powered by Project Cars 2 and PlayStation 4 and presented by NXTGEN Racing and Andy 81287 broadcast. Now, last time out at Road America, an entertaining race was won by Satch68 in the 43 machine, bringing him closer to the top 2 in the championship race. Can the Frenchman make it 2 in a row here under the stars in Dubai before we head to the spiritual home of V8 Supercars for the Bathurst 100 next week? To find out, we first need to look back at qualifying and take a lap on board of the track as well, which will be seen from the eyes of the number 11 car with the Les at the wheel. Here we are on board, coming towards the end of the lap. Qualifying was done in the dark as well just before the race. 20-minute session and we are across the line to start this qualifying lap, this lap off the track, up in the 6th gear, coming downhill, 100 metre board on the brakes. Les taking it down to 3rd gear, feels more stability through the corner there, so it tightens up as it goes downhill, very tricky. Up in the 4th and then hard on the brakes, down to 2nd for some drivers. You want to keep it in here, don't take the normal racing line, and then outside, and then you're down the long back straight, heading towards the turn 4 hairpin. Get through the gears here up in the 6th gear, around about 260 kilometres an hour you saw on the dashboard there. Les running a bit wide, missing the apex, but you can still bring it back, and then over to the right hand side before the left hander at turn 5. Up through the gears one more time, underneath the overpass part there, the sign, and then 100 metres down the gears for turn 6. Can be quite deceptive from the outside there, that corner. You need to be very careful not to get in the power too soon. Turn 7 is nice and simple, just back there, blind turn. Turn 8 is again flat out, and then 100 metres and you're into turn 9. This is double apex almost, very wide in the first part and then very tight in the second part. Turn 10 is pretty much an acceleration point with maybe a slight blending in the throttle, and then the final turn down the gears one more time into turn 11, and again you want to make a good run to get on the power nice and early and over the line to complete a lap here of the Dubai Autodrome. So that was a lap of the Dubai Autodrome International Configuration track. Let's have a look at the top 10 from qualifying before we head down onto the grid. Pole position for the first time this year, I do believe, goes to the number 4 machine of Farmua. A lovely lap time, just shy of breaking into the 134s with a 1 minute 35.070. Should be noted that his sector 2 time, he was the only driver to get inside the 39-second range, and that made all the difference there for the French driver. Second on the grid, only less than a 10th down, is Edu on a 135.160. Again, it was just that lovely second sector from the pole sitter that stopped him in the 29 machine taking the pole. A little bit of gap back to Jim in 3rd, around about half a second down on the top 2, a 135.6 for the number 1 machine. He's joined on row 2 by Satch on a 135.7. Championship leader Scooby G is in 5th place in a 35.9. 9 tenths down, he'll be hoping to be much quicker in the race than he is in qualifying today. And Vidicus joins him on the 3rd row on a 136.0, the last driver under a second slower than the pole time. 7th place is NGR Lager on a 1:36.5, 1.5 seconds almost down, along with new joiner to the grid today, Sart Durities on a 1:36.6. Les and Andy take up the 5th row in the same Dread Gloves machines, the 11 and 12 cars. Les 1.6 seconds down, and Andy, the first driver in the 1:37s, over 2 seconds down a lap. The last row of the grid taken up by Ropsky and Rico. So as we now get ready for lights out here for 22 laps in the dark, it's fair to say this track has hosted a fair few events in its short time. Since being opened in October 2004 for the final rounds of the FIA GT, European Touring Car and Formula Renault V6 Championships, the circuit has also hosted the A1 GP and GP2 Asia, as well as many local club events on both 2 and 4 wheels. As well as being an FIA Grade 1 accredited track, there is also an FIA accredited karting track as well, so almost all track racing is covered here in Dubai. But for now, it's time to head onto the grid. It is time for the grid walk. Yes, hello, welcome down to the grid here. It is midnight almost here at the Dubai Autodrome, and despite the lateness of this race start, not a bad crowd out here for the 12 cars that have made the grid for the V8 Supercar League here with NXTGEN. We are on the grid. You can see the pole sitter to my left at the moment. We're going to run through the order in just a second as the camera swings round to show you the rest of the field. We are going to run through the grid order just now, starting with the pole position sitter, the farmer in the number 4 entry modern line machine. A very good lap there from the Frenchman, and he'll be hoping to convert that into some useful points here for today's race. Second on the grid with a lovely lap time as well is Edu in the number 29 extra yellow and black machine. He'll be hoping to erase last time out at Road America, where he had a number of incidents, some not necessarily his own fault in full, and he'll be hoping to avoid any hassle this time round. Third place is the second place in the championship. It is RS Jim in the number 1 machine. Now he's qualified ahead of the championship leader Scooby, who is a couple of places back, so he'll be hoping to take advantage of that and try and gain some places on the championship leader here this evening. Fourth on the grid is the number 43 machine of Satch, and he is slowly climbing his way up the leaderboard in the championship. He currently sits in third. A good result here for him. Could see him right in the mix with Scooby and with Jim at the top of the championship. Fifth place is per se championship leader Scooby G in the number 34 machine, the BritGen machine, and he'll be hoping to get up there a little bit further forward and obviously fight off the challenge of Jim and Satch behind him in the championship race. So he'll be hoping to get a good start here this evening. Sixth on the grid is the number 44 machine of Vidicus. Another good qualifying from him there, and he'll be hoping to try and consolidate at least that place there. He's had a few races that have been caught out by a couple of incidents that knocked him down the grid, so he'll be hoping to avoid those from that today. Seventh on the grid in the number 33 machine is that man that we all love. It is the Lager Fanny himself. He was late to the party. He had a Red Bull-like rebuild that he had to do, I believe, on his rig, so he missed the first sort of 10 minutes of qualifying, but still managed to stick it on 7th position. So a good run there from him, and obviously his own fingers and hands there doing a Red Bull mechanics job like they did on Danny Rick's car at the Chinese Grand Prix. So he'll be looking to try and consolidate that for some good points here at this race. 8th place, taking over the number 16 machine for this race, is a filler driver for this race at least, and that is Sart Durities, who I'm just going to be calling Sart for the race because I can't say Durities all the time. Nice qualifying there from him in the 60 machine, and that put him in 8th place on the grid for the driver there. 9th on the grid in the number 11 machine is Les. Again, obviously after last week, we had said last week he'd been feeling a wee bit out of sorts at the championship. Some incidents had put him off, but he's back again, keeping committed. He's been saying he's enjoying racing in this league with the drivers around, and is going to be sticking with it as much as possible. Alongside the same sort of car, the Jed Gloves car, number 12, it is Andy on the grid as well, number 10th place. He'll be hoping to try and avoid any spins. He's only got a few points between him and the next car, which is Ropsky. We're going to in a minute, and they had a great battle last time out at Road America. Could we see a repeat of that here this evening? 11th on the grid is number 7 machine of Ropsky. As mentioned, had that battle last time out with Andy at Road America, including that last lap rewriting after the spin and flip from Andy. So will we see him get further away from the number 12, or will those two have a further battle here this evening? Rounding out the grid in 12th place is Rico in the number 3 machine. Bit of a tricky qualifying for him. He ended up at the back, so he'll be hoping to move up during the race, but didn't seem to be getting on too greatly with the car and track here this evening. So that rounds out the grid. You'll obviously notice a few people missing. We are missing Martin, missing Matthew, we're also missing George as well, so there is a few cars missing from the grid here this evening. We hope they'll be back next time out, because it is Bathurst next time round, and you are going to have to bear with me, because like Sonoma, this screen is not working properly. We do not have the proper timings. It does not give me the gaps. It does not give me the running order. So I will do the best I can to keep you up to speed. And as we can see from looking on the grid here, there's only about 2 cars with headlights on, which isn't going to help me either. So thank you guys. Obviously they decided to rip out the wiring loom and save themselves a tenth of a second due to the weight. But let's get the lights on. The lights are coming on here. We've got the red lights on. And away we go, and it looks like it's a pretty poor start from the pole sitter. Adrian has already jumped ahead into the lead. NXTGEN is taking his way through on the pole sitter, and so is Satch as well. 3 wide coming down to turn 1. Satch has got ahead. NXTGEN under brakes there is Scooby trying to get up the inside of the pole sitter, who has fell back to 4th place already as he attacks NXTGEN, trying to go back up to 3rd. Jim's got the inside line into turn 2 and takes over the position. Satch trying to cut away and get past Edu up into the lead, but it is Edu from Satch. Jim is in 3rd, then it is Farmer and Scooby in 5th as they come down towards the hairpin on lap 1. Hard onto the brakes there from Edu. Cut back through, got a few cars running wide. See Lager running wide there. Looks like Vidicas as well run a bit wide. Rico's got up through the order. Car running wide there. Looks like it's Saf running back there. He's alongside Andy now, so he's falling back through the order. You see just how tricky it is to keep up the who is who, despite the lack of floodlights in some areas. As we come back to the front, and the headlight is NGR Edu in the 1st position, being followed closely by Satch in 2nd. 3rd place is Jim there. You can see Satch looking for the inside line, unable to get through at this point. Banner still in 4th, the pole sitter still back, lost 3 places in that first lap. And he has got the championship leader in the 34 machine behind him of NGR Scooby, sitting there in the 5th position. 6th place is a cluster here of NGR Lager. Looks like we've got Rico, Vidicas, Les, Roxy. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going to be fun coming into turn 1. Down the hill, none of them are lights on. It's 3 wide. Les on the outside there of that train of thought. Who's coming out the other end? Vidicas is doing well. Les is running very wide. Rico is being passed now though by Les. Vidicas trying to get away. There is Les getting ahead of Rico. He's got Rocky behind him. Doing a little bit of a cross the curve there. Sark is followed in 11th. We've got Andy behind him, who's already had a little bit of a spin from the around track reporters. That's putting him down to the back of the field. Whitaker's making a move there on NGR Lager, but it's Costin placed two legs, he's got the inside line, Les on the outside trying to swing it round, using the curve in there, but it looks like Whitaker's might just hold the place, but Les will chuck it down the inside into the next turn. He does indeed, can he get on the power, and that is a good move from the number 11 car. Can the number 43 make a fight back at that, coming into the next heavy braking, which is turn 9. Just hold on and see here for a second what's going on as it went into pitch black. Whitaker's running away, but Rico's following through, so it looks like they're going to hold position for now. We cut back to the leading pack here. Adri's still leading as it comes to the end of lap 2, but Satch is right behind him, followed by Jim, the farmer, and there's Stevie running a little bit wide, coming out the final turn as we head on to lap 3. And the top drivers all set in 1:36 lap times there, as you can see, and the rest of the field around about 37s and 38s as they fall back. So it's Adri from Satch, Jim in 3rd, Farmer in 4th, and then it's Andrea Scooby 5th into lap 3, and there's not very much between them here up at the front. And it's very, very close indeed. I wish a lot more of them had their lights on, I must say, but again, it could be an issue with the broadcasting facility not picking it up within the replay. Looks like Scooby's managed to get his lights on though at least, so if it is the replay, then thank you very much to you, sir, because it's going to make it easier for me to see in these non-lit areas. There's Farmer taking out one of the braking signs there. It's not going to be too popular if that carries on around some more parts of the track, and he tries to extend it where possible without overdoing it. Scooby is all over the back of the number 4 machine just now. We'll cut back through the field real quickly. That is Lager, who is in 6th place, and we've got Les in 7th, followed by Vinicus in 8th. We then have Rico trying to shout down Roxy, who's in 9th, Rico 10th, Sart in 11th. Sart is throwing it up the inside really deep. There is Rico running very wide. He's going to lose a place there possibly. Andrew there at the back just holding on, and the two of them touched a little bit sideways almost there. Sart just turns in. Maybe given a bit more space, I'm not too sure, but he took the place. It is V8 Supercars driving his racing, is what they say. Andy getting really sideways out the final corner as he tries to keep up. So this is 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th towards the back of the field as we go on to lap 4. I'm just going to hold here for a wee second, see what's going on with his Sart. Looks like he's going for the inside line, but he's unable to do very much there on Roxy. And we are going to jump back. Oh no, Roxy's ran wide there. In fact, we're looking to jump back to the front. Roxy's ran wide, and that's given Sart a 9th place position. Roxy's down to 10th, Rico 11th. And there's Andrew getting a decent run out in the turn 3, that is, coming down the back. This is going to be very interesting indeed down the back. Rico's got past Roxy as well. Andy is on the outside. What's going to happen here? Will there be any incidents? Can we all get through? Rico turns in well. Andy's on the outside. Can he hold? Getting a bit sideways there. He's still side by side with Roxy. We're going to get a repeat of these two, and he's got through there on the inside. Can he keep it together and hold on to 11th as they come up into the next turn? Brake lights blowing sideways on the brakes there. He's managed to make the move, stick by the looks at it for the moment. And we are going to, Roxy's all over him actually. We're going to jump back to the front in a moment. We're not going to look in there for the meantime. We're going to jump back there in just a second as the brakes blow there on the number 12 machine. The exhaust spitting the flame out. But we're going to jump back to the front as they start lap 5. Eddie's pit pulled out a bit of a gap over Satch now in 2nd. We've got RS1 behind them. Farmer's still in 4th. The Scooby's still 5th. These 5 have pulled away quite significantly from NGR Lager, who is there in 6th now coming into turn 1. He has got Les for company in 7th. And we've got Vinicus just behind him in 8th. And then we have that battle which was 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th between Sart, Roxy, Rico and Andy. Lap 5 here at the Dubai Autodrome. It is a night race. It will lead into daylight as well towards the end as the sun rises here in the desert at the Motor City. This is obviously track, as I mentioned in the intro, is part of the Dubai Motor City. There's apartment blocks There's schools, parks, recreational areas, restaurants, supermarkets. There was supposed to be an F1 related theme park, but even in Dubai they suffered from the financial crisis back in 2009. We are going to skip away from all that though, because Scooby is looking to get alongside Farmer coming up into turn 9. To go for the sweeping turn 8. Can he make it stick? They're going up the inside. There's a bit of touching. It is just on the good side of things there, and the championship leader has taken place for now. Can he hold it through turn 10? The sweeping turn got the more secure racing line for the final turn 11. Can he hold it around the outside? Got the racing line, but Farmer's back ahead, so will he pull in and tuck in to get the slipstream? He's still there. We can see in the background that Lager has lost a place to Les as well, over 6th and 7th. And these two are still side by side, both for the lights ablaze. And can Scooby go round the outside of Farmer and Pole Sitter? And cannot there at this point. And a little bit squirmy under the power, and dropped back into 5th place. Did say also just back here, we've got Les now ahead of Lager, so that's 6th and 7th. They're then followed by Vinicus, who is in 8th position, and this is lap 6. And following Vinicus in the number 44 machine, coming down towards turn 6, if I remember rightly. We are going to jump to the back end here though. There is Rotsky, the number 7 machine, with a bit of jostling there. There's Andy, who's got into Rotsky's fell back. He's behind Yuko and Andrew, of course. We've seen Andy get back. There's Andy going round the outside of Rico into that right-hand turn, left-hand turn there. And he's made the move stick. He is now into 10th place, missed the apex entirely into the next turn. He tries to get away now. What can he do to get away from these two? Can he catch up to start ahead and see what can be done here? Onto the brakes, and oh Jesus crikey me, Rico and Rotsky in the back of Rico as well. It's like Rico lost his brakes. You see him flashing the lights there saying Andy to go back ahead and go. Andy flashing the lights and Rotsky to say look, this is your fault, on you go. And these two carry on. Looks like Rico missed his braking point, slammed into the back of the number 12 machine. But fair play, he did give the place back. There's Rotsky running wide out in the last turn. So looks like these three are having a bit of a ding-dong towards the back of the field. Started to put the rating up. It's not close enough to Vinicus to keep up. So there is Rotsky. Will he go down the inside? Thought about it, then decided no, then went yes. But the indecision there. But he stays in 11th at the moment as Andy holds on to 10th. Back to the front, lap 7. Adu still leads, still Satch in 2nd place. RSGM still holding on to 3rd at this point in time. And Andrea Scooby is still, he's now ahead of Farmer. So Andrea Scooby, the championship leader, is now up into 4th place here at the Dubai Autodrome. So he did a pass at some point there, and he has moved up another place in the order. We still have Les in 6th place ahead of NXTGEN Racing, and they have Vinicus just behind the company. This could be quite a tasty battle between those three in the next lap or two, as they seem to be closing up to the back of the 5th place car, which is of course the pole sitter. There is Sark, there it is. Number 16 has got a bit of a gap ahead. You can see them already over the line to start lap 7. And there's a bit of a gap behind as well as Andy and Rotsky and Rico coming to the final quarter now. So we got no man's land for the number 16 machine, so we might not see too much of that car for this race. With Rotsky in the slipstream into lap 8 for the tail enders. And he's side by side down at the turn 1. It's a downhill heavy braking section. He's got the move done on the inside, but can he do the cutback? No, he can't. It's a good move from the number 7 machine. And back up into 10th place. These two seem to be able to get away a little bit from Rico in 12th place. Now Rotsky's ran wide there, and Andy is running right out the outside to take the place back. A little bit of a missed break there from Rotsky. the place that he just gained a matter of seconds ago. I said the number 7 is much better in the braking mode than the number 12, but we've cut back to the number 11 car of Les, who is still in 6th place at this time, do you believe? Yes, he is. You can see the 5th place car of Farmer Fighter Haras, the championship leader, Stephen Freeway for 4th, and just behind is Lager and Vidicas. It looks like Vidicas might get a bit of a run here on the number 33 engine, a bit right, but a bit sideways out of turn 11. Sorry, turn 10, so we'll see what's going on. Farmer with the bullshit. Flashing the headlights, I'm just trying to distract the car ahead. A bit naughty. You might be easy to see and to advise for the lap in the car, but that's what it's expected to do. Out front, lap 9. AD leads, it is Zach second and Paris Jim in third. These two are very close, coming down the back straight here into what is a lead turn 4. Jim going up the inside on the brakes, late on the brakes, Satch turns in, nearly contact, they reversed it all cost there though. Satch got the inside for the next turn, but it's going to leave a tight turn for him. Can Jim get on the power up into the next corner, which is a left-hander, he's got the inside line. But no, Satch able to hold on to the place for the meantime. This is, as I mentioned, round 5 of the NXTGEN Racing League's V8 Supercars. If you do want to get involved, I will leave a link below to the Facebook and Twitter pages. We have these running across Project Cars 2, GT Sport, Seto Corsa, time trial events. There is also some dirt rally events coming up as well, like Rallycross. There's some Project Cars 2 Rallycross in between. We have the endurance events as well, during the break week that we have for every week once in 3 weeks. We have a 1 week break so everyone recharge batteries and not overdo it. So if you want to join, links will be below in the description. PlayStation 4 is the console of choice. If you do join, we have some good, clean, fun racing. It's a great place to start. It doesn't matter if we don't have a setup, you can race with the controller as well. But if you want to have clean racing, it's definitely a very good place to be. Lap 10. Aiden, looks like he's got around about 3 seconds roughly over Satch in second. So after all the dramas that we had previous week at Road America and doing a bit of grass cutting at Sonoma the week previous, seems to be, hopefully for him, he hopes to be steadily on his way to a good result here at Dubai Autodrome. Satch is in second, he has got Jim all over the back of him as they come up towards him. You see someone flashing the lights behind him once again, close to the goal setter. Number 4, Jim's going for the inside line. Is he close enough? No, he's not. Satch shuts the door there. Very good driving from both. Still able to get on the brake. Satch trying to take the wider line, but also gives room. Fair team driver behind him. He's using the excess runoff. And we're coming to turn 11 to start another lap. This is the driver right on to lap 11 of 22. So we've hit the halfway mark now. This Satch is trying to break the slipstream and avoid the inside line. Farmer still flashing lights to try and put off the car ahead. It's not happening at this time, and Satch holds on the position from Jim as well. Get back just a little bit more because this battle will start to get a little bit closer even more. So you keep an eye on this. It's a battle for 6, 7, for 8. Les, Lager and Vidicas are fighting over the same piece of track. It's underneath the brakes there for a bit of stability. It's costing some time coming down the back straight here towards what is turn 4, if I remember correctly. And they're all hard on the brakes here. Quickly do a run through. It's Ado in first with Satch in second. Paris in third, Stephen Freeze in fourth, and Full Set of Farmers in fifth. 6th place is Les, followed by NDR Lager in 7th, Vinicus 8th, Sart is 9th, and we've got Andy 10th, it's just quite a bit sideways there out in the turn 4 hairpin, Roxy 11th, and Rico in 12th. And we're going to head back to this battle here for 6th, 7th and 8th. Basically getting very close. Lager running a bit wide as is Satch, using all their carbine a bit lower there. Remember these cars are all 4 Falcon V8s capable of 650 horsepower. There is no fuel consumption, no tyre wear, and there's no setup either. It's all down to driver skill to handle these routes. V12 normally aspirated engines, very heavy as well. There's Les running a bit wide coming out of turn 1, so that could give the number 33 machine a chance to catch up, but nothing at the moment. He's trying to get a run, he's got a very good run out of turn 3. He's going to pull alongside. Vidicus is looking like he fancies a run at them as well. And Lager has got alongside coming up to the turn 4 hairpin. What's going to happen? And oh my goodness me, Vidicus down the middle. Must have missed his braking point there, running very wide. Les gains the place back. There is Vidicus back on the track. That was a late braking move if I've ever seen one that he missed. That could have been an absolute catastrophe for all 3 there if there had been a collision. Thankfully he managed to get down the middle and avoid them. Looks like he just missed his braking point, and that has just cost him a bit of time in gain, so we'll be trying to avoid doing that for the rest of the race. These 3 are still fighting on for 6th, 7th and 8th place at the moment. There is the leader, AJ, on lap 13. Look at this for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. They're running about a second of each other. Brilliant stuff here from Dubai. First race of the V8 Supercar League season here outside of America. The first 4 races all in the United States. Going at Long Beach, Road America, Sonoma and Laguna Seca. So the first overseas race of the season. It won't be the last one. Next week, as I mentioned, it is the main race of the year. The spiritual home of V8 Supercars in Bathurst. Next week, I'll change the car, but it was going to be Sugo, but it is going to be the Bathurst 100. As we do, as Jim gets late in the brakes there, Rush avoids hitting them, but it's going to allow Scooby into 3rd. They're side by side. Looks like Scooby's got the place for in the meantime. He's going to come across and take his line. Next week is the Bathurst 100, the next-gen version of Bathurst 1000. It's the longest race we have in the year. It takes around about an hour roughly time, but it is of course that famous track at Mount Panorama, where it is the home for these cars, of course, and that will be an interesting race. We'll of course bring you as live coverage of that next week as well here on the channel. Lap 14, Eddie is still up in the lead with Satch 2nd, Scooby now up to 3rd as we've just been watching, and then a little clean out the side as it drops down the gears for Jim, who's in 4th. Finally getting a bit sideways and drifting in 5th place there. As we cut back to see 6th place there is Les, we've got Lager in 7th, Vidicus running very wide and sideways in 8th, and Sart is in 9th, not too far back from there. There's Andy Ropsky still fighting just like last week as well. They're coming through turn 10 just now. And that car for Andy, very slight, sideways, very slick. He does have the unfortunate side of things that he doesn't use a wheel. I think the only driver in the Olympics doesn't have a wheeling pedal setup, so using the dual shock 4 controller is a little bit less grip and feel as he would like. And doing as good a job as he can at the moment as Ropsky looks at a possibility of going down the inside, but thinks better of it. And these 2 are fighting once again. This could be a battle all the way to the finish line, just like Road America once again. Look at the brake discs lowered on the number 12 car. Give the inside line, got wide there, Ropsky on the inside. Can he keep it to go there? No, it's dropped back a little bit there. Will he have a go into the turn 4 hairpin though, at the end of the straight? It's very close on the braking. And due to his dual shock controller and his twin wheel, he's got the appropriate feel under the braking, and it does make it a struggle for him to brake as late as he would like. Back to the front row, coming down to the turn 4 hairpin once again. Adrian still leads on lap 15 now. Satch is still in second by the looks of it now. Let's just see the camera changes. Yes, Scooby in third. Still got Jim fourth and the farmer in fifth place. And these five got away from everyone else really. All quite early, quite steady since. The only main change from Scooby coming up from 5th to 3rd now. Jim's dropped back to 4th, obviously Colset has dropped to 5th. Not what he had in his ship at the start of the race. Getting back to the 6th place spot. There's the number 11 machine of Les running very, very wide. And there is Vidicus bumping a little bit with Lager. He's got through really late in the brakes. Good job the 33 machine seen him there. And it looks like it was clean enough, a little bit of a bump, but he got through, and that was my 7th place for the number 44 machine. And Jet Rider will be looking to try and catch up to the number 11 machine again for another stop. But the Lager family is not really looking to lie down to that one there. The only time he ever does that is if he has a Lager shot because he can handle it. These three come up to start lap 16 now. Quick look there at 16 machine start. He's not had very much to do this race. Bit of a gap to those in front and a large gap to those that are behind him. It's quite a lonely race out there. As I say, one is the loneliest number there ever can be. It's proving to be that way for him at the moment on track. This 10th place battle, it's Andy and Roxy still battling. These two are very close in the championship race. Towards the 12th position in the championship at the moment. They only cut a point between them. So it's just battling just as close as tracks as they are in the tight of battle. Back to the front. Adu still in the lead with number 29 extra machine. Coming through what is turn 6 in through turn 7 and 8. The quick blend of corners and into turn 9, which is almost a double apex corner. Very wide then, and you also have to cut back and tightens out there. And kind of turn 10, which is quite a quick corner, more acceleration, and using all of the track and a bit more there. Still in the green stuff, so we're letting away with it. And then into the final corner. Behind him is where the action is. The lights are blaze all around him. Satch coming out the final corner. Steady. Trying to gain that second position. Jim Barber there. So far the lights are blaze. Going on now. Down at turn 1, will the championship leader have a pop? He's pulling out. He's decided better off it and pulls back in. Satch gets a bit wide. He can get away with it through this top corner, but Stevie's up in the second for the meantime. Can Satch get up the inside into turn 2? Verton beautiful road, cannot. And that is the championship leader who's 5th on the grid. Now up into 2nd place. Will the number 43 machine have a go back down into the hairpin of turn 4? Stevie's taking the inside line to defend early. And Satch getting cut back to try and go through onto the next turn. Cannot. And that is a move for position there for second. And it is the championship leader in the 34 machine, Stephen G, who has got through now in second. Jim still in 4th place and Farmer in 5th. And we've run through the rest of the order. There is Les in the darkness, coming into the light, my son. It is much more brighter over here. He's got Vidicus behind him, followed by Lager and Satch. And then Roxy's now ahead of Andy still trading places at the back of the field, fighting as if it was for the win. Nico has fell very far behind them. You've just seen their headlights in the background, but these two are fighting all over the track. Left, right and centre. And with just a handful of laps left to go here. Very interesting stuff going on. Coming up to the double left apex of turn 9. Arm brakes. But the braking markers are now gone there, so making it a lot trickier to pick your braking point. Coming through some of these corners and to get flattened out and the race goes on. Obviously with the massive runoff, you can see the 100 metres mark missing from there. Massive runoffs mean obviously that's likely to happen as cars run out from time to time. We're now on to lap 18 of 22. 5 laps to go. Excuse me. It's turn 1. We'll be running a bit wide to keep it on the track. We'll come back to this later here and we'll just wait a bit longer yet. Up to the turn 9 now, we're back towards the end of the lap with the leader Eddie showing just how far ahead we'll be leading Pat Hez from race towards back, and he's coming up to complete lap 18 not long after the 10th, 11th and 12th race cars have not started lap 18. I don't think they've time to lap them without any mistakes, but this shows you how quick the front of the field can be. Speaking of quick, Scooty's managed to get away from Satch. And it looks like as well that the Gem has also got past 44 machine as well. Sorry, 43 machine. It's so similar. And so he is now up to 3rd, Satch down to 4th. So that is not what he would have been wanting, the Frenchman. And he is not too happy at that. And he tries to come back to get onto the podium. So your current top 3, Edie from Scooty from Gem also. First, second and third, Satch in 4th, Varner is in 5th, and we go back to Lennox who's in 6th, and followed by Vidikas and Lager 7 and 8th. Oh Lord, not very nice Lager's there. Sart is in 9th, trying to keep the tail of these guys, and then we have got back here again, we've got Andy and Roxy everywhere again. Roxy trying to break the slipstream. Down the front straight in lap 19. Will the Scotsman have a go into turn 1? No, he will not. Heavy on the brakes and getting sideways as he does it. Running wide as well. Just holding on. These two fighting as if again it's for the win. Still going after Cameron and Tom. Compromising line. The number 12 machine is going to get a run. Will he get past? Coming into turn 4 Herton, really get past before to get there side by side, really close together, heavy on the brakes, and Andy's made it as contact. Andy had the inside line there, and he's made it. Roxy's got a little bit sideways, but Andy is through and made the place, and it's going to drop back because there is Rico. We've not seen him much during this race. He is still coming along in 12th at this point in time. The front, 3 laps to go. Edu still leads, maybe still in 2nd. Third place is still Jim from Satch. And turn 5th, so it's still the same running order as you see. You see Les, Vidikas and Lager 6, 7 and 8 in the background there, and they're still together as well. And anybody be making a move in these final parts of the race, we'll soon see what is due to happen. So these lights just went out there. Electrical failure, pack lights. Building into turn 9, gets into the first part. Pulls it into the apex and parts of Scooby. Pulled up a lot of ground here in turn 9 ready. These two racing away, and you can see the sky starting to change in the background. And as dawn comes into play, with 2 laps to go. The penultimate lap, it is white flag next time round. There's the lights back on for the championship leader, hunting down our race leader who has been leading pretty much since the beginning. Took the lead from the start, started second, took the lead at the beginning after the pole sitter, number 4 machine Barman had a poor start. What a race has been this great ever since, but the championship leader is hunting him down relentlessly, using the lights as a little bit of a tactic to try and put him off. And you can see the dawn is starting to break around Dubai's Autodrome. Number 30 machine is getting really close now to the back of the 29. This could be an interesting last lap. And before we jump back to this, you can see them, but I'm just going to hold on in fact since it is coming to the last lap, so there's a lot going on all around the track as always. It is Edu, Scooby, Jim's in 3rd, Satch 4th, Farmer 5th. Les is still in 6th place from Vidikas and Lager. Then we've got Sark, and then Andy and Rotsky could be anywhere round the road, who knows at this point in time. Rico soldiering along in the final place. But look at this as we come to start the final lap of the race, and it is so close it couldn't fit a London bus in there anymore. From what was a gap of about 4 seconds, it is now down to 10ths of a second. Scooby looks to the inside, darts back in. Edu on the brakes, can he get it turned in? Can he hold off this pressure on the final lap? This is going to be a really tense final lap for these two. The 29 and the 34 fighting over first place and overall winning honours here at Dubai Autodrome as the sun is now rising and that 34 machine is right in the slipstream. Willie Meeker moving to turn 4, it is probably the hardest braking point on the track. Edu goes to the inside and pulls back to his racing line, and Scooby's got an inside line. They've touched it into the wall, both of them, goodness me! Last lap drama, but they've held it together, are still on the track. Well, flashing the lights there from Scooby, possibly a little apology there, my fault there. And Edu's ran wide, that's going to give the championship leader a chance to get back through. Coming up to turn 9, these two are pretty much nose to tail. What's going to happen? Hard on the brakes, turn 9 into the first part. 34 machine just looks a little bit neater through there. Can he get a run through turn 10 and 11? This is next one. He's going for the outside. He's going for the run. Can he do it? Hard on the brakes into the last turn. Edu's going to have to take it tighter. Can Scooby cut back to the inside? No, he cannot. And it is going to be the 29 machine Edu from Scooby G. First and second. We come back. Jim takes 3rd. Satch in 4th. Farmers in 5th. And we have now got, oh goodness me, big changes towards here. Lager has actually got up to 6th. So a lot of things going on there. Sark is taking 7th. Les is in 8th. Vidikas in 9th. So something's happened with that lot there. And that's seen a major change because Les was ahead. He's stopped on the straight, he's not happy. Here comes Andy and Rotsky, 10th and 11th. Rotsky is ahead. We have not seen them flip one over, so it's not a repeat in Road America that way. What we did see was a last gasp pass from Andy at Road America. Will he do it again? Because he's got a chance here. Rotsky's run wide. Into turn 10. They're trying to take the long way around, get more speed out. Looks like that number 7 machine is going to have too much unless he messes up on the brakes. Into the final corner. And they're going to cross the line. It's going to be Rotsky who takes over 10th. Andy and 11th, flashing lights to there, well done. And here comes Rico through the final couple of corners. He is going to finish up in 12th. But what a final couple of laps. And the winner of the race here for round 5 at the Dubai Autodrome is NGR Edu. So there we are, another fantastic race is in the books, and it is a win for the number 29 machine of NGR Edu here at Dubai, taking that from Scooby G, who rose up from 5th on the grid to take the 2nd place, and RS Jim in the number 1 machine rounding out the podium. Due to a technical fault, we don't have the final standings in front of you, but obviously you were able to hear me calling them all home one by one as they crossed the line, so you know who finished where. But that obviously does bring us to the end of tonight's proceedings, so to speak. And next time out, it is Bathurst Mount Panorama for the Bathurst 100, the next gen V8 Supercar version of the Bathurst 1000. We're hoping for a full grid of 16 drivers next time out, possibly a few fillers filling in for the one-time long race. It's expected to last around about an hour, and there's the possibility of a live commentary as well for this event on Tuesday evening at 8, so if you keep an eye out for NXTGEN Racing in the descriptions and in the search bars, you may find possibly live coverage. But this commentary will be back next week on this channel once again, giving you my own delightful insight into the proceedings and the racing. But for now, as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode and this race, do hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. And obviously, as mentioned before, if you are interested in joining NXTGEN, descriptions will be below with the links that are required. But for now, my name is Andy, and until the next time, I'll see you again soon. Ta-ra.